Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this episode 12 here on Bloomfield with me, Farmer Murphy. Well, we're picking up right where we left off, working on Ben's fields down here. As you may recall, he wanted us to make silage bales. So the grass has been mowed and windrowed up, and now it's time to find out if our little John Deere is up to the task of pulling that baler. So I'm going to jump in here and head to the shop, and we'll pick up that baler, and I'll meet you back up here. So we'll see you in just a minute. Well, we're back up here at the field. It's time for the moment of truth. We'll get the baler unfolded here. Get it turned on. Oh, turn the baler on, not the tractor off. That'd be very helpful. Let's see how she works. Well, it's moving it anyways. 10, 11 kilometers an hour, 12. Well, I don't think that's too bad. I don't know what full speed on this baler is, but I think we'll make out okay if it'll continue to move at that pace. Now I wanted to start up here because we're going to drop all the bales up on this area so we can slurry down below. So we got to make room here. We'll just wait for it to wrap and drop it off, and then it's all done. Now we could certainly use a little more horsepower for this job, but for this one-off opportunity, I think we can make it work. What else have we got to do with our time, right? Now we are making a little larger bales, 150 centimeter bales we can make with this and wrap, so that's nice. Really doesn't like pulling it around corners. Down the straightaway we can get a little speed built up. Now I know I could go ahead and start baling up, but I'll just wait for it to be done. It doesn't take that long. Boy, that's got to be pretty close to full speed there. I would think 17 kilometers an hour. 17 or 18, I imagine, is the max on this baler. So that's not bad. It just doesn't like it to pull it around them corners too much, even with the pickup lifted. Now I see I missed a little bit there, but I'll come back later and clean up those kind of spots. Oh, this baler does have a bale end turner on it. I had forgotten that it came with that. I really do like that. Because I don't like chasing my round bales around the map, I can tell you that. I've had some experience with that. I never have enjoyed it. So the only advantage the fast bale has, or the quick bale, has over this is the fact that you don't need to stop at all. This is still a pretty nice baler. Have to admit, first time I've ever used it. We'll just swing around and pick up these little pieces while we're at it. Because I really don't want to dump a bale right here on the end anyway. Well, as you can see, we are going to be able to complete this job with our John Deere. We're not going to have to go with our hat in hand looking for a tractor to borrow. So I will carry on and get this done, and I will bring you back in and let you know how many bales we actually end up with. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Well, there we go. Job's done. We have 20 grass bales sitting there fermenting. We don't need to worry about picking them up or anything. They've already been spoken for. Basically, they're sold. We did everything with our little John Deere. Like I said, it isn't a combination you want to use long term, but just for that little job, it worked. We got the job done. So I'm going to take this equipment back home, get it cleaned up, do any maintenance that's required, and I'm going to hook onto our slurry tanker and slurry that field. I've showed lots of slurrying, so I'll just do that off camera. That'll be the last job for today, I'm sure. So once I've got all that done, we'll just skip through the night, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll see what we're up to. So we'll catch up with you then. Well, it's the next day, as you can see, and we're out here looking at what we've got to clean up here in our pig pen. And I was actually looking at this last night, and there's quite a bit of metal stuff. Like, this is all metal here, some metal pieces we just have no use for. And I got to thinking, I'm wondering if there was a recycling place. And what I found when I went online was a recycling place that's located in Olds, Alberta, which is 300 kilometers or 3 hours south of us, and just a tiny little bit east, but primarily almost straight south. And they specialize in recycling old farm equipment, and they come and pick it up. So I called them this morning. I told them what I had, because on their website it looked like they were picking up old tractors and thrashing machines, all kinds of like big stuff. And I wasn't sure if they'd be interested in this smaller stuff. And they said, oh, yeah, they probably pick it up. They have trucks in the area fairly regularly, but they do have one of their company members has a cabin at Thunder Lake, which is a really nice lake just west of town. Only about 15 minutes, I believe, west, 20 minutes, something like that, west of town. Went there myself as a kid, and I've taken my kids there. It's a really nice little lake. Anyways, they're going to contact him because he's staying at his cabin right now and see if he'd mind dropping by and just taking a look. And so they're going to reach out to him and get back to me. So we're just in a bit of a waiting game. They said just to leave stuff where it lies, because if they came and got it, they'd have a picker truck and they'd just pluck it right out of there, no problem at all. So we'll leave it with them and wait to hear back. We do have some products ready to sell here. So that is what we're going to do now. So we'll jump in the truck and we'll get that done, and we'll catch up with you once I have them sold. See you in a bit. Well, I thought I'd bring you back in because I think I spotted Sims out harvesting his canola here on the way down. So I think there's an opening here that we can sneak in and take a peek at what he's doing. Yeah, there is right here. I thought there was. Oh yeah, that's definitely looks like Sims equipment. We'll come over here and have a look. I mean, we did see this sitting in the shed, but it's even more impressive sitting in the field. Look at that. Wow. With those big flotation tires on the tractor and tracks on that grain cart, it's not going to be putting much compaction down in the field, I don't suspect. Oh, and there he comes now in his harvester. Oh, look at the width of that thing. And that's what we aspire to on our farm, is to have equipment like that. That is impressive. From what I recall, that's a little bit older model combine too. I think I commented at the time that its life expectancy might be short, judging by the quality of all the rest of his gear. A wind system going. Tracks on there too. Wow, that's pretty impressive gear, I have to say. Well, we'll go sell our products. I'm sure it won't be anything compared to what Sims will get for his canola off that field, but hey, everybody's got to start someplace, so we'll go get this sold, and I'll meet up with you after that. Well, there we are back at the farm. Boy, some of the leaves are starting to turn. Fall is definitely in the air. Anyways, we got about $1,150 for those products from Ben, and so that brings us up. What we're at 21,994 is where we're sitting right now. So just a hair under 22,000. But I think that's where we'll leave it for now, and we probably won't see it till next month. It is the 7th already, so tomorrow's the last day of the month. So we don't have much going on until the fellow from True Green gets here, the recycling outfit, and takes a look at that. So, and I don't think that's going to happen and get organized before then. So we'll see you next month. Well, good morning and welcome to a very rainy first day of October here on the farm. It's been raining ever since I got up this morning. But the fellow from True Green Metal Recycling in Olds came and had a look at what we wanted to get rid of. And they said they would certainly come and pick that up. He confirmed again that they do have trucks in the area fairly regularly. I asked them when they were here if they would mind lifting that pallet of wood out of there for me. And he said, nope, they could do that, no problem. And he wanted to know, though, what I was going to do with it. And I told him I just had no particular plans. I was going to store it away. So he's offered to buy that office because he's got a project going on at his lake lot out there at Thunder Lake. And he could use that material. So sounds like a good deal to me. So they'll be here in the next day or two and take care of that. Now we do need to move our front loader stuff out of the way. That's not a big deal. We can take care of that here in the next day or so. Also, TFS's corn is ready to harvest, but obviously can't do anything in weather like this. So I think what we'll do is we'll forward time until conditions improve. By that time, hopefully our pig pen will be cleaned out and we can get our pigs in and we can help TFS with that harvest. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, it's the next day, and no, we are not harvesting, although it's nice right now. Around noon or so, we're expecting some more showers. It rained till about noon yesterday, and then it got nice and warm and dried out, but we're going to get another dose of showers here this morning. But that should be the end of it, and it's supposed to be nice and warm the remainder of the day. It is supposed to be just a shower, and so we should be able to get harvesting tomorrow. That's the plan from talking with TFS. And the metal guys are supposed to be here tomorrow morning as well, so we'll probably miss them, but they know what to do. But we have some products to deliver, but that's not the exciting reason I brought you back. Is I heard from Ben, and he has our money for the silage, and we're going to get 23,100 for our share of that silage. That's darn nice. So we're heading down there. We'll sell these products and we will pick up a check from Ben. So I'll catch up with you when we get down to his shop. See you there. Well, there we go. Boy, that's nice. $23,000 check in hand. That's now some serious farm income. We did very well off those silage bales. Of course, it doesn't hurt that this is peak selling time for silage. So take that all day long. Now, we did sell our other products to Ben as well. We have that payment already, and that has taken us up to 24,820. We got just a little over 2,000 for those products. With this 23,000, that'll take us up to darn near the 50 where we started. And what I'm thinking, I'll talk to the wife about it, but I think we'll put a large chunk down on our mortgage. Our mortgage really is a line of credit, and all we've been doing is keeping up with the interest payments. We haven't done anything to the principal, and if we pay some of that principal off, we'll have less interest, of course, and we should have a little bit more money left over at the end of the month. I'm not thinking now that we're going to need a lot of operating capital to go through the winter. I also asked Ben about this, what's going on here, because he doesn't keep much equipment around his yard. He usually brings it in as he needs it. And he said that this is used equipment, and he's planning a shop expansion. That's what he's going to do on that property over there where we did the grass work. And he's been keeping used equipment that's been taken on trade-in, and rather than sending it off to auction, he's been hanging on to it if he thought it would be useful, and he's going to have a short-term rental business. For new equipment, he has to bring it in, and so he's only interested in doing longer-term leases on new stuff. But this is used stuff that's coming his way, and so he's going to offer short-term rentals, so that's good to know. But he said he won't fully be up and running with that till next year sometime. But apparently he does have some more equipment squirreled away behind his place too. So he said if we ever need anything to come talk to him, and he might be able to help us out. So that's pretty cool. But let's jump in the truck. I have something to show you that I noticed on the way here. I'll show you this, and I'm going to head to the bank and cash this check. But I found this kind of interesting. There's the new owner of the bales, and who do we know that has John Deere equipment and a Kubota skid steer loader? I guess it's no surprise that Sims would be picking up those bales. Anyways, I'm going to do a U-turn here. I'm going to head to the bank and put this money in, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. We should be able to do the harvest, so we'll see you then. Well, good morning. We're down here at TFS's. We're just getting started. We were supposed to get kicked off this morning at 8 o'clock, but TFS came out and did the headlands. That's where the corn and the trailer came from. He said it was still a little too tough from the rain. It's a pretty nice day here today. At 10 o'clock we're already at 20 degrees, so he decided just to delay for a couple hours to give it a little more chance to dry out. But we're all go here in earnest now. When I left the farm this morning, the scrap metal guys had not been there yet, so but they are coming. They said either this morning or the very latest early this afternoon, so that metal will probably be gone when we get there, so we'll be ready for our pigs. Oops. There, that's better. Now this is all going into his pig food production building. I don't know if he can take out of that or not. Probably going to have a lot of corn. We've got a full trailer load here already. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this harvest as far as recording. What I'll do is I'll record it all, and then I'll decide what to do with it based on the length of the episode. 'Cause, we are getting towards the end of it for sure. Oops. I must say this orange trailer clashes with the red tractor just a little bit, I'd say. Well, we'll carry on with this harvest, and like I said, you'll see it in some way, shape, or form. I'm just not sure how yet, but we'll catch up with you at the end of it, at least for a summary. So we'll see you then. Well, there we go. Harvest done. That's not too bad. Just a little over 2 hours. That went faster than I expected. Well, I'm going to get this dumped in, and I was talking to TFS a little earlier. We're going to have a bite to eat here, and then we will head back to our place and we'll see about our pigs. So we'll catch up with you there. Well, here we are back up at our farm after having a nice lunch with TFS after doing that corn harvest. And once we were done lunch, I phoned home and the wife confirmed the pig pen had been cleaned out. So TFS brought us up our piglets. And so here they are. I know they look like full-size pigs, but don't let your eyes be fooled. They are just newborn piglets, actually. I was thinking there was no way to transfer animals on console, but I'd already sold off his and put these in, and I thought, I wonder if I loaded those up in an animal trailer and brought them up here, if they would transfer that way. I never even thought of trying that. And then we would have had some 1 month old piglets instead of zero, but no matter. It works. Wouldn't have affected their appearance any. They just would have been a month older is all. Now we have a little food in the pen from the scraps that my wife provided from her potato process. But TFS still owes us a little pig food for the potatoes we gave him. So we're going to head down there and we're going to grab somewhere between 3,500 and 4,000 liters of pig food, as close as we can to that number, and we'll throw it in our pen. And we'll see how long that will last us. It may turn out that we need to purchase some pig food, but we'll see how that goes. So we'll catch up with you in just a minute. Now I'm back with 3,700 liters of pig food. That's as close as I could get it. It comes out of there in a pretty big hurry out of TFS's facility. So we'll pour that in there. That'll give us about 7,000 liters, so it'll definitely, I would think, last them a while, but we'll know soon enough. Now, I realized we don't have any kind of manure heap or anything. TFS says he knows a guy, so he's going to send them up to us. I was thinking we put a small one right in here because we can use the manure in our greenhouse and we won't have to get that from TFS. A little less money be heading down that way. Although I have to admit, he's been pretty good to us, helping us get started. So, I think that is it for this episode. It's been a pretty productive one, I think, and I think it'll probably be it for this month. Now, I don't know if we can get a cut of grass off. Well, we can check the crop calendar right now, and then we will know. Can we cut grass in November? Yes, we can. I think our field will only be a half cut, so I don't know if it's worth it, but we'll decide then. But I think that's what we'll do. We'll jump ahead to November. We'll see you then. So if you're still with me, I really appreciate watching. If you found it entertaining or informative in any way, I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, feel free to comment if you wish. If you want to see when other content lands, hit that old notification bell. But for this episode on Bloomfield, Farmer Murphy signing off.